Hey everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. I have been missing for a little while. My apologies. Been really busy. We'll get into that into another video. But for right now, I wanted to do a flip through of a commissioned Christmas journal that I've just finished, and I need to get it out in the mail. So I just wanted to get this done. It's kind of big and chunky. I hope I've got the camera up high enough for you to see it. Let me do a little adjusting here. That might be a little bit better. It's about 9 inches by about 6 inches. It is, I don't even know how wide. I'm going to say that's, my rulers are all buried right now. That's probably about 2.5, 2 3/4 inch spine. I've got bells with some ribbon. It is 5 signatures and quite chunky. I don't know if you can see, if I try to catch it in the light, there you can see some of them. I have silver and gold stars around the front on there. I may just keep standing to do this just to try to make sure I stay in frame. I have satin ribbon here, and when we open it up, I have a lace pocket here in front, and it's got some gold thread going through some of the lace. And this is just simply a writing board, which I have Christmas music on the front and just plaid on the back. And I'm probably going to have to hold it up so you can see it. So I kept it pretty simple. Let me try to find something here. Well, I could use this one. I tried to stamp on the pages after I had put them in the book because I forgot, because I was trying to rush and it didn't work. So obviously, so I stamped on coffee dyed paper and then mostly backed them onto some other paper. So I made them little tuck spots in here. Sort of. The lady who commissioned the journal wanted a lot of space for photos and for journaling and for recipes. So I figured photos could be tucked in here. I didn't tuck something in every one just to leave space for her. So as usual, all my cards are plain on the back. So we have this. I have some gold glitter down here. I don't know how that's showing up. I think that shows up a little bit. On the lace with the gold, I have a side pocket here. I kept it pretty simple, pretty plain, because it was pretty chunky. Stenciling, she said she liked sage green, so I stenciled on all the blank pages and even some pages that weren't blank. Left these spaces open, again, for photographs. Let's see here. This I have open also to put a photo or photographs. It opens this way, and you can put more photos here, and you can write or journal here. And I did stamp on this, but, and down on the bottom it says it's the most wonderful time of the year. On this side, because all I did was fold that paper over, I collaged a tag, which is really pretty. And this says, in all this world, there is nothing so beautiful as a happy child. So I have that in here. And all of my ribbons have been tied off with some string because I'm calling this sort of rustic Victorian Christmas. This is, I left it plain. I was going to embellish it, but I left it plain because, again, I thought a photo could go on there as well. You can even put photos behind. And then you journal on the back, of course. Let's see what else. More stenciling, another place where photos can go. I put a pocket on this pocket, and I have this pretty little bookmark tag in here, more for decoration, but can be journaled on. Then I have one of these vintage digital postcards. Plenty of space for journaling or photos, more places for photos. I tied off the string. I didn't put any beads or anything on them. I left them along if she wanted to do something with that. Here's another tuck place where you can tuck some more photos. You can even put photos on this page if you wanted more journaling space. This is another one of the vintage digital postcards, and then this is my one of my hidden belly bands. When you open it up, you have space here to write, and then I tucked just plain coffee dyed paper, plain on both sides. So essentially, even though this page has been taken up with the belly band, you do have 3 pages, more or less, to write on because of the belly band itself. And then you also have, pull that out a little bit more, you also have the back of the card to write on as well. So I did that there. I have another pretty, large journaling card there. I'm going to leave that out because I have to ink the back. Didn't do that. I did this. I love this pocket. I cut that pocket edge myself, and then I cut a strip to match. I cut a diamond shape, and I embossed it with gold, and then I cut out a bunch of little pieces of holly and put that on so it would match this card, which I think is just beautiful. This is a beautiful card. It's been backed with just a cardstock. And then another pocket here, and I have some gold braid. This is just another digital postcard. I obviously enlarged them to give more space for journaling and for photos. Another one of these tuck spots, again with one of the stamps. More space where you can put photos. More journaling space, more photo space, more journaling. I left this one plain. Again, another card. I use so many kits, I can't even remember where I got everything from. These are Tim Holtz die cuts, except for the berries. I just punched those out. I made some labels of my own, which this is one, and this is another card from another kit. So plenty of room there as well for photos. This is a Tim Holtz stamp, which was too big to back like I did the other ones. So I just either made them pockets. This one I made a belly band and another large card so you can journal above and below. Again, there's stenciling on all of these pages. If I had room to stencil, I did. More room for photographs there. More stenciling here. I don't know how well you can see it. On some pages it's light, and on some pages it's a little darker. Another pocket here, and I have that trimmed with the gold lace, or ivory and gold lace. Another excuse me, digital postcard. More space for photo up there. Journaling space. You can even put photos on the music page. You wouldn't have to leave it like that. More space for photos here. Again, you could do photos here. I was going to embellish some of these cards. Like I said, some were plainer, but I left them. This is a little smaller, but if you're printing your own, you can, printing your own photos, you can make them whatever size. You might want more journaling space, more stenciling. Another page here. Here I made this tuck spot, and there's a space here for photo and or on back to journal. You can even journal a little bit up in here or put another photo. And I have these pretty Tim Holtz die cut snowflakes in gold on there. And excuse my sniffling, it is winter. Here's another one of those stamps that I made into a pocket. When you initially look at it, it looks like it's right on the page, but it's not. It's actually a pocket. More space for photos. Another one here. This is another stamp, so that's another tuck spot in there where you can tuck in some photos and then journal underneath. You can put photos on this page, more journaling. This is another belly band that I made, and I have gold stars on here. And then another card here as well that you can journal or put photos on. Another little spot for photos. This middle section, this is the third signature, and I made this completely. I'm gonna sit, I'm tired of standing. I made this whole middle section completely for recipes. Now I only have lace in a few places. I have no ribbon or anything like that because I figured some of this could get messy as you use it to make, do your recipes. So this is actually a kit, and honestly, I can't remember where it came from. I will try to quote as many, or state as many places that I can rummage through and find out where I got stuff from and put it in the description box, I hope. But I made this a cover page, and I made tags. Now, these pages that are like this and some other pieces are from her kit. However, I had some digitals. I had some of what she used and some that she didn't use. So I made things to match as much as I could. So these are recipe cards. Actually, that's the front. I have this little oval up here where you can put the name of the recipe, and then you put the ingredients, and then how you make the recipe on the back. I'm trying to get this back into the pocket. One, I'm at a wrong angle, and two, as you know with my eyes, I can't always judge where I am. So, oh, and this I made from a die cut. It actually has another bump and then 3 more down here, so I just cut out the middle, which I saved because that would look good for something else. So what I did here was I actually made a double pocket, like an envelope pocket. I left the flap, I made the flap come over this way, and I left it open on the back. And what I did here, because this is my idea, she doesn't have to do this, but I took the clip arts and I enlarged them. I made them bigger, so we have a gingerbread man, a Christmas tree, a green cookie, a heart cookie, another Christmas tree, a cup of cocoa, a red cookie, another cup of cocoa, and another cup of cocoa, which is stuff that I've used throughout, and she has used on some of hers as well. So my thought for this was there's 9 and there's 2 pockets like this, that every time they come together as a family and they're going to bake Christmas cookies or whatever they're going to bake together, that each child, because she has young children, could take the card and they could write their name and their age and the year. And depending on how big they write, you may be able to get 2 or 3 years on a card. So it will keep track of their signature and their age and the year as they grow. So they'll have that little memento, and it's kind of like a little ritual. Before we get started, let's do our cards kind of thing. And I'm just going to shove these back in here in no particular order at the moment, just to kind of get them back inside. So that is that on that side. And I have a little bit of lace here. There was a little bit of lace at the beginning, and a holly piece here. On the other side, I have the little fasteners, and I use the red and white baker's twine. And when you open it up in this pocket, you have 6 of these. Now this came out of her kit, okay? So you have 6 pages like this, and I just did it on paper. I didn't do it on card for space sake, for bulkiness. So there's 6 of those in here, okay? And there is room, as you can see, I'm putting them in, and I can put my hand in here. So there is room for more, and I did kind of gusset the, give a little bit there, so there's some more space. This little piece I made, there's some unbleached parchment paper back here, a little cheesecloth, and I made this little thing, and it says, "Let's bake some Christmas magic." So that's what I put on that one. And it's going to be the same on the other side. Now here, I made these as well. These came from a different kit, but I made these cards. So they're tag pockets and they're recipe cards. So you have a recipe card that you can pull out. There's a side for the ingredients, a side for how to prepare it. You have more room here if you want to write how to prepare it. And then you have room on the back for more instructions or more photos. And same thing here. You could put photos or you can journal in that spot. So I made these little tabs on them because I didn't want lace or ribbon. On the front of the pockets, try to get that back in there even. On the front of the pockets, I have this little banner like she has on hers, though mine are a little different. And that's a place where you can write the name of the recipe. So that is one of these, and it goes, and they'll match the pockets. So that goes back in here. Then on this one, this type, I did a fold-out card. So on the front, you have the banner here. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, on the front, you have the banner here. And I did all of that on the front. and then place for ingredients and the method or your instructions, and that goes in there. And you can either journal or put photos behind. Here's another one, same idea. I'm not going to take too much time. You can see how they're going. So that's that one. Then there's this one that goes like that. Okay, that goes back in there. And now these are from her kit. I just tucked my lace underneath with the star anise. This is from her kit. So she has these pages. So I put them together like this. And what I did here was I made little cards of my own. I put them in the little photo corners. They can come out and you can journal on the back, or you can put a photo on the back and then you can just put the photo up. And the printed part, you know, the picture part like this, the digital would go to the back. If you don't want to do that, then you can just leave the picture part up, the little digital part up. So there's a few sets of these, excuse me, in here. These recipes actually are recipes, which is really neat. And this Christmas cake one is continued a little further on, so you do get the full recipe. So there's 7 places. Some have a lot more space to write, some have a little less, but there's 7 spaces where you can do 7 more things. Here's 2 more of those cards, 7 more recipes. I think when I counted all the pieces together with the tags and all of the things, I think she can do 29. She could put 29 recipes in here. So here's another one, and another one, and more of these cards that I made to flip, more of recipes from her, you know, from her digital, and more, and a couple more cards here. And that's the end of that. And then we have another set of these. So there was 8, there's actually 5 like this that I did, and 3 with the kind of fold out cards that I did like this. So there's another one of those. I know I'm going through quickly. And another one here like that. That one goes in there. And then the last one here, which is another fold out like that I made. And then here's another pocket, just the same as the front, and more of the little cookie cutouts or cocoa cutouts. And then this is the back cover, and another pull-out tag in here for more recipes. So that is that. Then we go on to the 4th signature, and we have a tag in here. And I tied everything off with the string because I was trying to make it look a little more rustic. There are 2 tags in here. The reason being was this one by itself I thought was just a little too plain, though I liked being able to have it big. So I just put a little something, another one in front of it, so that it looked, you know, a little, like it had a little more. It's another one of a digital postcard. More space for photos in both of these places here. Another little word up here, more journaling space. Another tag like this. And again, like I said, it's a smaller tag compared to some, but you could still put a photo on the back if you wanted to and journal. This is another side pocket with gold snowflakes again, and another postcard. Going backwards, more space for photos in here. More journaling, another one of these Tim Holtz stamps, and more stenciling on the page. This is another journaling card. More photos can go back here, and then you can either put photos or journal on the back of that. More journaling and stenciling, more places for photos, perhaps, at least one down here. More journaling, another one of these, and I did these snowflakes with silver glitter, and another journaling card behind it. So we have that one as well. I love these images of these little girls. They're so precious. More journaling, more space for photos. This is another belly band This was, I had originally just done it to the music paper, and then I decided it was just a little too small for the space, so I backed it again with the green card, which was pretty thick, and I wanted a way to journal, so I just put some coffee dyed. I tore some paper. That's why it doesn't match the rest of them, and it's really, really thick, but it fits better in the pocket, so I'm happier, and Santa kind of peeks out the side there, which is cute. More space for photos here, more journaling. I actually have this untied at the moment, which is fine. I collaged this card, and then you have space up here. You could put photos in there if you wanted. I think I showed this one actually in a previous video, but this is one of my another idea for a hidden journaling space. And you can see the journaling space there, and it flips up. So you have journaling space on both sides, and it just tucks back under here. And then it closes, and now I will tie it off. Too much tying and untying, you know. I had gotten this ribbon, and I wasn't happy with the quality of it. Everything I did made it fray, so I ended up putting a little very, very thin. Sorry about this, but I'm standing, and again, I can't always see what I'm doing exactly. But I did a very, very thin glue and water solution, and kind of brushed it on the edges, and so that I could keep, and then cut it so that I could keep it from fraying. So I'll be more careful where I use that ribbon. More journaling space, another pocket that I made, another gold snowflake, and this is one of my labels. And the journaling card, again, place here. You can't journal, but you can put photos. And then the tag in there. This is another tuck spot in here where you can tuck. I've got glue all over me. Where you can tuck some more photos, more journaling. This is a center spread. I'm going to take both of them out. You can put photos here, and then you can journal or put more photos on the back of the card as well. So you have that space. Then more journaling. Again, you can leave it as a decorative page, or you can put a photo in the middle. More journaling space. I like this one. I did it right down the center. It looks pretty. And some lace on the edge of the page. Another tuck spot here with some Santa cards. There's one, well, card, but there's one further back that kind of matches it. And more journaling. And more space for photos here and here. More journaling. More journaling. Here's the mate to the other one. That one was a red and with green, and this is a green with red. So that one goes in there. And more journaling. I had to put this one in. This was the stamp, but I found a little digital that had a train on it, and I don't know how well you can see that, but it's got a train with little kids, and there's little bunnies, and they're all standing in the snow with their luggage. And I put a label on it from someone else's kit that says Christmas Miracle, and I tucked that in there because the trains matched, so I had to do it. Another decorative page, and more journaling space with the stenciling, and more space for photos, and another pretty page. I mean, you could even put a photo down here if you wanted to cover. I didn't mind covering that. There's more journaling here, and another pocket here with a tag, sorry, and these were from Yvonne Preston, and they were freebies that she put up. 3 jumbo tags. I have 2 of them in here, I think. And more space for photos, more journaling, and then the last page. So we start with, it says Christmas, and we end with Merry Christmas. And then this is my tuxedo pocket in this lace thing here. So I'm going to move this up a bit. And my bells are jingling. And I'll move this down. I'll sit for this one. Actually, let me move this out of the way because I think it's kind of blocking some of the light. So we'll move that over there. And this is my tuxedo pocket. I did not fasten this. at all because it was going to sit in that pocket. So we have a little journaling card here that goes in here. This flips up and the secret spot is in here with the paper that opens, and this is the same on both sides under both flaps if I can get it to open. So, and then that just tucks back in there. So you can journal there, you can journal on the little secret paper, and you've got that there to journal on as well. And then you open it, and this is the same thing. There, oh, I didn't show you, there's one in here as well, if I can find it and get it out. Where are you? I know it's in there because I put it in there. Here it is. Okay, it's grabbing in the wrong place. So there is one in these flaps as well. These little secret journaling spots underneath the paper on top here. And then again, this opens and you have another spot in here, and you have the space as well to journal in. Now the other thing I did, which I didn't fill it, you have this spot here, but inside, and it's hard to tell, there is another secret space underneath. So there's this main pocket, but if you lift this lace up and go behind the paper like you do here, you can add another piece of paper. I didn't put one in, but you can do that. And then on the back, we have this spot here. You can journal in here, and you have another card I didn't, another card I didn't ink. When you open it up, you have these little cards in here. They're all the same, from the same kit. You can journal all in here. These are my labels, and this is from another kit. And then there's this card in here, and you have all the space on back, and you can journal here as well. So that is all of that, and that goes back into this book in this pocket over here. And that is our Christmas journal for this. I'm calling it Chrissy's Christmas because the woman who's buying it, her name is Chrissy. So that is all of that. All of this on the front was holly and some roses that I cut out and, fussy cut out and glued down. And I do have the corner pieces on all four, front and back. So that is the journal, and I hope you like it. I hope Chrissy likes it, and I will be seeing you guys again soon. Hopefully, I'll be back within this week getting some more videos back up. I get very busy at work at the holidays. It keeps me there for a very long time, and I work on the holidays, the actual holidays, all of them. So, yeah, so I get really busy, and I'm trying to do my catching up. So I apologize I haven't been around, but I will be around again soon, and I will be back pretty regularly come January. So in the meantime, stay safe, stay happy, stay blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.